Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. So that's where I wanted to go with that. The women were trying to say a feminine perspective is important to men. He's saying that it isn't important because men live a harder life than women do. He's wrong about that. He's wrong about that. He's wrong about it. What do I always teach? What are women supposed to give men? If men have foresight, what are women supposed to be giving them? See, his question is, what is the value of femininity? And he's purporting that there is no value to femininity. That's what he's really saying. That femininity doesn't have a value. And that men don't have a value, that women don't have a value, that femininity isn't valuable. It isn't valuable at all. If femininity was not valuable, men would not ask for it. When men ask for femininity, they are not asking for sex. And men know this. When my husband asks me for femininity, he is not asking for sex. Just because femininity is intrinsically tied to our sexuality doesn't mean there are no other aspects of femininity. Because men want, in a relationship, in a marriage, men want women to submit. Men want women followership. Men want women to honor his leadership, to take his word, to take his advice, to follow his structure, to put herself underneath him. And do so willingly and exude an energy that he does not exude. He wants her to give him the opposite thing. Now, let me school a little bit if Myron is watching. I'm going to tell you why the perspective of a woman is actually important. Not a hyena, a lioness. I usually give the example. Men look at things. This is how their foresight works. Imagine a man having a bird's eye view of a city. He's few thousand feet in the air. He can see the city. He can see what's coming, what's going on, and he utilizes his forethought in order to solve current problems, potential problems, future problems. He sees these things going on. He's able to plan, he's able to build because he can see the entire picture. He can see the bigger picture. This is what men having a vision is about, because he can see a bigger picture. He can see that picture better than women can because he lives his life externally. That's just how he lives his life. That is how his perspective is, just because of male nature. That's just what it is. Now, female nature is intrinsic. We don't have a whole lot of foresight, but men don't have a whole lot of insight. Imagine not only that the man is a couple of thousand feet in the air, but women are ground level. She can see the details that he can't see because he's too far up to see the minutia, and she's up close. She sees it. So she's able to communicate from a different perspective. Literally, she's looking at the world from a different angle than he's looking at it, based just strictly because she's coming from a feminine way. She's living a different life. She sees things differently. She experiences life differently. And if you have a lioness, she's going to communicate the part you can't see. When a woman has her man's back, that means she has his six. That means they're back to back and she can see what's behind him. He's looking everywhere else. Okay? From 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, he's got it. I got it out, right? Because I really have, this is the problem that I have with hyenas, right? Because they completely and utterly destroy and they pervert what femininity is. The ladies, the couple of ladies that were saying, yeah, well, men would talk to us, and they started trying to describe femininity, but they couldn't put their finger on it. That's part of the problem. Because they're not raised in their femininity, they know it exists, and they know that it's supposed to be something that attracts men on a deeper level than just sexual. They know that. Yet they are unable to articulate it because they don't live in it. They don't live in femininity. They don't live in that energy. They don't operate in that energy, so they can't articulate that energy. What women do is internal. It's largely abstract. So when we say women are muses to men, the one lady, like I said, she was right. You are supposed to be that beauty. You are supposed to be that thing that is attractive to men just because it's there. Because